Welcome and welcome back.
Most women, they don't want all of your time, but women need to be constantly reassured that they matter. So you could go and hang out with your girl for 20 minutes and give her full undivided attention instead of taking her to the movies, spend 6 hours and think that that's building a relationship. Women want to be reassured that they are important in your life.
Yeah, Luke the goat. Yeah, he is the goat. This thing, okay, fine. That's why they want the constant flowers, the constant reminders, the constant gifts, the constant travels, the constant whatever. Even though I know it doesn't apply to all women. Reassurance through actions or through words, because I have tried both and they didn't work. Just change the person, mate. Try it with a different person. Try it with one that actually sees what you're doing and acknowledges what you're doing. And vice versa. If you don't show to your significant other that you care from time to time, that's how you get coldness. That's how relationships fall apart.
See what you've done. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are, but you may want to start changing your ways.
Did they just, they screwed over his car, man. That's shit. And this is what they're doing with Teslas now as well, man. And it's bullshit. You have a problem with Elon Musk? And I know all of the haters now are going to jump, Elon. Yeah, but you have a problem with Elon Musk? Okay, send a message to Elon Musk, bro. If middle-class dude or whoever is spending his money and taking mostly, they're going to take it with a loan as well. And you're smashing their windows, destroying their cars and their means of going to work. For example, in America, where it's, if you don't have a car, you're kind of toasted. It's shit. And it just shows that you're a retard. I'm just saying.
Or changing your name.
Mike is a cheater. Oh, shit. Now I saw the message. Veteran mistakenly targeted by vandal in DC. Oh, shit. Poor guy. He deserves more than a like, but that's all I can give him. I'm sorry.
You think I need you. It's like, I don't think so. I think you need me. And if you don't want me around anymore, we'll see who needs who.
That's a really, yeah, it's a touchy subject for a lot of people, but it's so freaking important to understand that. I used to think that it's like we need each other, we love each other, and all of this crap, but yeah, no. Sometimes you have, in most relationships, I think you have one person who is more dependent on the other. And it's weird how usually they end up being the ones that are bitching the most. And when you disappear from their life or you start cutting yourself off more and more, that's when they actually start realizing that they need you more. Some things in life you learn the hard way. Yeah. Hey, please only use this. This is a message from Jordan. Please only use this if you found something useful in my videos that you want. Okay, fine. Buy a coffee. I have that as well. Don't know if anyone wants to buy me a coffee. I'm more than willing to drink a coffee, trust me. But this message, yeah, if your absence doesn't bother them, your presence never matters. Freaking good message. Yes. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have periods of absence in a couple. I think it's actually constructive having city breaks, just you with the mates or she with her friends, to give yourselves some alone space as well. You need some breathing space, and probably figuring out is like, do I actually miss my significant other at all or not? Because if you don't, reassess your situation maybe, or talk to each other a bit more.
You know when a woman is most likely to cheat situationally?
I know because I've read your work, so...
Okay, so I'll say it, or do you want to say it?
Well, it's when they're maximally fertile, isn't it?
Very good, you've done your
Yeah, I heard that. I think when they're ovulating or something, right?
homework. So when they are maximally fertile is when they're most likely to stray.
So we are animals. I know everyone is talking in black, white, yellow, and whatever. No, we're all human. We're all pretty much evolved. If you believe the theory of evolution, we're pretty much evolved from something. Most likely monkeys or similar, or we were made by clay or whatever else. People are getting smarter and smarter when it comes to making excuses for their mistakes. Just accept that betrayal is a choice. Hey, most likely your significant other is more than willing to help you procreate whenever you're in your highest fertility period. And it's okay, you can use protection. One counter argument with this thing is women usually end up, if I'm not sure if it's 100% true, but a lot of women don't end up just one night stands. They end up going into actual relationships with the people that they start cheating. So as long as they're not ovulating all the time, it's like, or they're not like the peakest nonstop, this theory kind of loses ground, or that's when they start cheating. Okay, that would be an alternative. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comment. I want to hear your thoughts. To all the women in the comments, essentially saying that you're most likely to cheat when you're a cheater. Yes. It is great to read of strong character and not morality void flakes. I actually agree with that. Boom shakalaka. I personally think cheating is a character flaw and not circumstantial. Yes, it is. And you start to see patterns, or at least like things that happen more often. Like apparently most women recognize that during a relationship, they still fantasize from time to time of their ex or one of their exes. Yeah.
Even if you're tired, you can still go to the gym. Even if you're annoyed with your spouse, you can still speak in a manner.
Are you kidding me? So it was like, when I was still 100% human, I used to work in hospitality. So I had like 12-hour shifts, or I was opening the restaurant at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning in the other side of the town. I used to cycle all the way to work 1 hour and a half early, went to the gym, which was next to my workplace. And after that, take a shower, boom, straight to work before work. If, let's say, I couldn't manage to do it, that's okay. Go to work, finish work, straight to the gym, shower, go home. Stress reliever, fresh start, freaking amazing. I was like, at some point I was living in Germany and we had like a 24-hour gym as well. That was like, it didn't matter. You could never have an excuse not to go to the gym. And I see that more and more often here in London as well. You have 24-hour gyms. Just take advantage. Don't make yourself excuses. Excuses are so freaking easy to find.
That's loving. Even if you don't feel like doing that hard work, you can still push yourself to do it. Your feelings aren't a choice. Your behavior and your thoughts are always
That's what I tell my kids.
a choice. Even if you're tired.
That's exactly what I tell my kid. Everyone has feelings. Everyone goes through the same feelings throughout life. The way we choose to react and what we choose to do, that's our responsibility. This is the only thing that we can actually control. I need this on repeat in my life. I think we all do, because sometimes you forget. No matter how it's like, there's that thing. Even a psychologist needs a psychologist at some point. No matter how much you know this kind of stuff, or it doesn't even matter if she's preaching this kind of stuff every day. At some point, you might end up in a weird, dumbass situation for a prolonged time that puts you down, and you have to remind yourself, it's like, shit, I need to wake up. I need to get up. This is not me. Exactly what I said at the beginning and in the community post. No one is going to fix your life. It's up to you to fix it. So, yeah.
An atheist actually said, you believe in God? And I go, yeah, of course. And he goes, I don't get, why do you go around sleeping? And I said, I'll treat the right girl right when God brings me the right girl. And he says, well, if he's your father in heaven, he goes, why would he bring you the right girl when you're acting wrong? And I was like, whoa.
Ooh, interesting. That was like, okay. So the atheist just preached. It doesn't matter who the messenger is. The message is what's important. God bless all. Boom, shakalaka. Yes, that's the real thing. So George is still learning. I suppose this is George. I give him props. He has a problem. Not a problem, a platform. Man, we all make mistakes. The important thing is to figure out that, yeah, I'm screwing up, or I did a mistake. Let's see how I can fix it. It's like, I don't think there is a person alive, or there will ever be a person alive that doesn't make mistakes. At the moment, even freaking AI is making mistakes, and it's delusional from time to time. So perfection it doesn't exist. And it changes from community to community as well. Brought me the right girl when I did nothing to earn it. He also saved my life in a time when I denounced him. God is good for no reason sometimes. Ooh. Everyone believes in something. in a way or another. Either you believe in evolution, you believe in religion, you believe in karma and destiny, and you will have things. I think it's like the stock market. So the stock market doesn't really need a story to go up. We need a story to put to that price or down as well. The same thing you're saying. But the message he received, that was a good one.
What the people pleaser needs to tell themselves is, it was amazing that at the age of 5, I cleverly worked out that I needed to people please in order to cope with my intemperate father.
Ooh, this is about kids and survival skills. This is like kids really are good at that, unfortunately. And most kids are screwed over during their childhood. I think this is mostly about like trying to figure out how to survive around mostly abusive parents or in stressful situations in their family.
But that situation's now gone. And if I keep doing this with my partner, with my colleagues, etc., it's going to annoy everybody and it's going to create serious problems. What the people pleaser needs to tell themselves.
Yeah. The problem is no one is kind of telling them, one, or a lot of them don't even realize that they're actually, in every action that they do, they are a people pleaser.
It was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, it completely makes sense. Existing makes you inherently deserving of love. Oh, you don't have to prove your worth and earn your keep when someone truly loves you. Oh, that's really freaking true. Not much acceptable in today's society, apparently, especially in the western part of the world. Nothing they've done was ever the act that brought my love. Okay. Eventually, I just realized that empathy without boundaries becomes self-destruction. Completely true, because if you always focus on pleasing others, you will never be pleased. And the worst thing that could ever happen to you is forgetting who the fudge you are. Because if you forget who you are, everything's lost and no one will ever be happy. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want a man who's only going to judge me based on my size. We don't want a woman that's...
What about his height? And I've seen that in real life. Oh.
Only gonna base us based off our height. I'm 6'4", he's 5'8". You judge his height and he doesn't qualify for you. The same way...
Let's see her response, because here usually it's like, this is where they mess up. Because this is called double standards. From my point of view, there is just double standards.
He doesn't qualify for you. With your figure, a lot of guys you won't qualify for.
Oh, she's crying. Why do they always cry when they get this response? Because it is freaking reality. It's like I've seen. I was sharing a flat in my early 20s, and the girl that I was sharing the flat with, her date was actually without high heels. They were the same size, the same height. She dumped him because she could never go for a party with him wearing heels. I was like, really? But other than that, anything that you don't like about him? Oh, no, he's amazing. He's a gentleman. He's funny. He's taking good care of me. He takes me places. He's romantic. He buys me gifts and flowers and all of this shit. So the only reason is that in order for you to feel comfortable, you would have to reduce the size of your heels. Because at the end of the day, it's your stress. But if the husband, like we had before, if the husband says, oh, your size, maybe whatever, he's an asshole. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. I agree with him, and I'm female. Truth is truth, and facts is facts. You can't come with bullshit and cry when you are given bullshit. Treat people how you want to be treated. Everyone has internet cojones at the moment. Back in the day, you had phone cojones because you weren't faced with the other person face to face. So everyone would have more like, let's say, cojones when they were talking on the phone. Now we have social media cojones. We can post whatever we want, say whatever we want, and nothing is going to happen. And we have the herd mentality as well. But yeah. Why is she crying? He is literally repeating her. Yes. I don't think people like it when they're hit with the reality in their face.
That's one of the most wonderful instant karma videos of all time. The karma put one of the scariest humans alive in front of him. Joe Schilling, who's a friend of mine, is a world champion kickboxer.
Oh shit. I wouldn't go against that guy.
Joe Schilling is at a bar and he's trying to walk past this guy to get to the bathroom. The guy backs up as Joe's walking. He doesn't see him. And Joe bumps into him and puts his hands on him. This is it right here. So this is the guy. This is the
I think I saw, man, the guy is a dickhead. Yes.
Dickhead. He's talking shit. He's real loud and drunk. So that's Joe in the black shirt. Joe's like, excuse me. And he passes by, and the guy says something. He turns.
I usually do that if I go in a pub, club, whatever. But it's like, bro, give me a second. I just want to pass. But not fronting or anything.
And then he walks away like it ain't shit. That's the wrong guy. Clearly got flinched. Like went like that to make him flinch. And you don't do that to a guy that's a fucking train strike. That's the one.
This comes to the part with like the silence. The guys that practice a lot of silence, you should be scared. Just, yeah. He definitely didn't just say, excuse me. It wasn't karma. They had a camera already on him ready to film the assault. Okay, this guy is saying this was set up. I don't know. Was it? Might be. But weirdly enough, apparently now every freaking moment is caught on a camera. I don't know if like this person was filming just because that guy was acting like an asshole or in general or just because it was a setup. But only comeback that I would have, probably a professional fighter would kind of avoid doing this kind of stuff in public just because they know how badly they can mess up someone. And I've seen like street fights where the opponent ends up eating with a straw for 6 months or something like that, just from one punch. Not mine. I'm harmless. But still, it's like only one punch from the right person can screw you over for life, man.
My wife's body isn't what it used to be, and I want to talk to somebody about it.
And yours is, mate. Like I said, I think I'm pretty much the only one of my friends who's still the same, like, size, body-wise, like I was 5 years ago. Most of my friends are already, like, with a bit of a belly, a bit of a... it happens. We all get older, man.
Okay. So tell me what's going on. How long you been married?
Yeah. So we've been married 10 years. We were an athletic couple, dating in our early marriage, and just adding kids and jobs, that's just taken the back.
Yeah, the kids. Even though I see a lot of like women just jogging with the prom and so on and doing it as couples, which is, for me, it's freaking amazing. Or when the kids actually start growing a bit bigger, they start running with the kids, going exercising with the kids. You can even do it in the freaking forest, garden, whatever you have. So if you really want to work on your figure, man or female, yeah, you can. Don't find excuses for yourself.
Backseat. I know my wife's confidence has taken a toll. I just want to help if I can, and hear.
He's not an asshole. You see, good men do still exist.
Your thoughts on it.
How have you tried to help already?
Early on, we tried a workout program together. I wasn't telling her certainly to go lose weight. We took a team effort, and I feel like I held up my end of the bargain, and I felt like she dropped the ball and just wasn't motivated enough. My wife...
The guy was actually nice. Yeah, the guy was actually nice. So props to the guy. Compared to the other one, this guy was actually nice. And the fact that he was willing to do it together with her, that's what matters, and that's important. But if someone really doesn't want to and they lose you can't force them, because after that you become an asshole again. My wife has been in a wheelchair for the last 6 years. Her body has changed due to her disease and needs 24-hour care. Man, I'm her caretaker. Been together since we were 15. Fuck. And now we are 40. We have a 14-year-old daughter together. They are my world, and I would take care of her and my daughter until my last breath. Fuck me. Okay. I got sick like 6 years ago, lost my mobility in the past 2 years more and more. I'm using a mobility scooter at the moment. I'm still trying to keep myself fit as much as I can, even though, I'll be honest, I'm not going to the gym. I do exercise as much as I can. Fucking dude is amazing. And most likely his wife and daughter are amazing as well. Fucking props to the dude, man. That's what love is, and that's what taking care of your family is. Like, yeah. Same here. I gave birth to 3 kids, broke my back, and now have stage 4 cancer. Shit. I'm a hot mess, but my husband loves me. It's called getting old. Yeah, true. Yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit too emotional right there, but yeah, let's move on. There are people who don't give up. There are people who never get stuck in excuses, and that's fine. That's what we want. That's what we need. The moment you give up on yourself, the moment you give up on your relationship, that's when things go to shit. Even now, when I go see some of my doctors, and they're like, "Man, you're still managing to keep fit." It's like, bro, that's the only thing that keeps me healthy here. Because if I don't keep myself fit, things are gonna get worse. So I can't give up on myself, and I'm doing it not only for myself. I'm doing it for my son as well. It's the only way that I can actually still try to have activities with him. If I would stop, I would go away. I would fade away, right? So no fucking excuses.